Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to Band of Brothers Episode 4. So far in this mini-series, I am really just liking especially the filmmaking and the acting behind it. I like how there's no real over-dramatized flair or heroic sequences or just none of the glamour of many fun action movies, but that is very absent. It feels just so honest, so much like a documentary of what I'm assuming, and anyone who has experience in combat or is a veteran can obviously inform me, but it feels similar to Saving Private Ryan. Like, this is probably close, or at least as close as film can come, to capturing what it felt like to be in these combat situations, to be experiencing firsthand some of the horrors and hardships of war. I like how we're seeing heroism with different flavors than you often see in movies. It's not all the noble, I mean, it is noble and brave in a true sense, but you can have a character like Blythe, for example, who isn't your stereotypical heroic figure, especially in fictional works. But I think it just speaks volumes about how this miniseries so far is capturing not only the real events, which I'm assuming it's pretty historically accurate, but also just the tone of real life and real heroes. And I feel like I'm using the word real so many times. I apologize, my vocabulary is so bad. But I am very excited to continue, of course, this series and check it out. Like I mentioned in the previous reactions, if you want to see future episodes, those are going to be out on Patreon along with the full reactions where you can kind of watch along the full episode with me. I believe in one of the previous episodes, I mixed up two characters. I apologize. It's a weak spot for me. Character names and character faces even sometimes, I am bad. It's embarrassing, especially considering how many movies and shows I react to, but it's just the honest truth, as I'm sure people will let me know in the comments, and more things I continue to react to. And then it doesn't help when people's faces are covered in, dirt and filth and grime, and you have helmets and stuff. But anyways, I will do my best to, keep things straight moving forward. So far, my favorite character is Winters. It's hard not to like someone who stands out as such a commendable leader. And I like how his friend Nixon introduced him. I think it was in either episode 1 or 2. He's like, oh, he's a man, something like a man with no vices or something. And he was making a joke, obviously teasing his friend. But I'm watching this series. I'm like, that's kind of true, at least what we've seen of Winter so far. I love how he's a blend of so courageous, but also so understanding and empathetic and encouraging to his men, the way the best types of leaders are. And obviously, this Winters is a real man, so what a legend. What an incredible human being. And I think my favorite sequence was in episode 2, the D-Day, like the drop, the actual parachute sequence, and even leading up till like when they were on the ground. It was just so tense, and the filmmaking was so well done. It reminded me of a similar intensity, obviously in a different way, of the D-Day sequence, from the boats in Saving Private Ryan, but just really riveting, really well made, good sound design. And that whole thing puts you in that situation. But looking forward to see the rest of this mini-series, even though I'm sure there will be some tragedy to come. Let's just get into today's reaction. Band of Brothers, Episode 4. 3, 2, 1, go.
The Toccoa men, that's the ones that was there at the very beginning. They are very close. They accept people coming in like myself as a replacement. You also have to prove yourself.
We know we're qualified parachutists. They had to be. And we're awfully green. We hoped we could keep them alive, or they could keep alive. A lot of them didn't.
So is this like the second wave, the reinforcements coming in they're speaking of?
The older guys, maybe people like me or Shifty, I got right there to where I didn't want to be friendly because, God, I didn't like seeing them get killed.
Dang.
They were wearing infantry badges, They had a star on their jump wings. They were like heroes to us, Furthermore, they were good officers for the most part, but we had excellent NCO. They looked after you.
All right, so it'll be interesting to see how they mesh, the replacements with the soldiers who have been here already.
All right, now, Lieutenant. Gotta shut the down.
Not quite a bullseye. Or is he losing on purpose so he doesn't have to take stuff from his men?
Thank you, Lieutenant.
They're just serious fighting man, that's all.
I think I'm gonna go introduce myself.
Don't take much to set my guys off.
You got some wild-eyed killers right there, bro.
You want a bet?
No,
Gambling.
One shot. Why not?
Yeah?
Put some stakes, make it a little bit more exciting. Why not? Why not?
What do you hear? What do you say?
Access babes, private half-race.
I don't care if it's fucking Eisenhower.
It's like when the freshmen come into school, right?
Private Miller, James Miller.
Wait, get out of here. Is that James McAvoy? No way.
See, I know gonorrhea don't miss nothing.
You're gonna shoot lefty all night?
Hey, come on.
Just curious, because he's right-handed.
Oh, that's like the Princess Bride switching hands in the middle of the sword fight.
Efron tell you about Doris yet?
No.
Then I'm gonna educate you. Getting ready to get on a plane for that first frog town we never jumped into. Bang and a bang and a boom, everybody banging into each other and everything. Efren's just staring up at the nose of the plane. Painted this beautiful pinup. Written underneath, Arlen Doris. Doris happens to be the name of the skirt. That day, Babe won them letters. What do you call them letters at the Broads?
A love letter?
Dear John letter.
Oh, is that when they break up with them, right? When they're away?
Well, anyway, lucky for Babe, Pat overruns our drop zone. Mission canceled. Babe don't have to risk getting inside old Doris again. Hey, Bull, your squad listens up real good.
Yeah, being polite, like whenever Bull opens his mouth.
Johnny, what are you saying? Bull's boys are just humoring him?
Whenever he gives out some of his folksy back down on the farm.
Probably think he's a fucking hayseed.
What are you laughing at?
Like, you're not allowed to laugh at that joke, okay?
You new boys, you pay attention to Sergeant Randleman. That's the smartest man in the company. Where'd you get that?
The Presidential Distinguished Unit Citation for what the regiment did in Normandy.
For what the regiment did.
You weren't there.
Hey, he's up, Cobb. It's a unit citation.
How come they get it even though they weren't there? I kind of like the fact that he takes it off, you know, he's like, they're giving him a hard time, but instead of like talking back, he's just like, you're right, I wasn't there, fine, I'll earn it myself, you know?
Shit, Cobb. You didn't fight Normandy neither.
Here's Carl Lipton.
He's already married, Smokey.
New easy company for Sergeant.
Look at that. Donnie Wahlberg getting a promotion.
This position to make an announcement.
Hate to break the mood here, boy.
He always has to be the bearer of bad news. That's rough. Don't kill the messenger.
This is called Operation Market Garden. This one's even bigger than Normandy, dropping deep into occupied Holland. The Allied objective is to take this road here, Eindhoven and Arnhem, so the two British armored divisions can move up toward Arnhem. Our job is going to be to liberate Eindhoven. Stay there, wait for the tanks.
Hopefully the tanks don't take too long.
Montgomery's personal plan will be under British command.
These tanks will be over the Rhine and into Germany. That could end the war, get us home by Christmas. It'll be a daytime jump. Intelligence doesn't expect much opposition. The crowds in Holland are mostly kids and old men. And we should take them by surprise. In any case, say goodbye to England. I don't think they're going to call this one off.
All right, well, the replacements are going to get some real experience very soon.
What are you doing? Watch and learn, kids. You want to live? Jump ready to fight.
Good advice, good advice. And listen to the experienced men, honestly. Wait, what the heck is he doing here? That is not someone you want to see. It's like driving by your old coworkers and each one of them hates you.
They let you out of the hospital like that, boy. They didn't let me out. I busted out. I didn't want to get reassigned to some other unit.
Can you make the jump?
Sure, I just can't.
Welcome back, Popeye.
He's more comfortable standing after that injury.
What's he doing here?
Well, he's the newly appointed regimental S4.
What does that mean?
officer.
Trying to find you guys.
He know you when they won't.
He just said I would sit out this jump if I wanted. Said I didn't want to, so he says hop in.
Hop in.
Yeah, I know. I don't believe it either. Hey, maybe he's gonna court-martial me later.
Here will be a nice definite position.
Email.
Son of a bitch.
What? What is it?
Sergeant Malarkey, you thought you'd get away with it?
What do you mean, sir?
Motorcycle is United States Army property. It may not mean anything to you, but it means something to me.
Really, first thing he does, giving him a hard time? Come on, bro, give it a rest.
So first CO got promoted.
Tap my leg, Sergeant.
You'll be in the doorway.
You'll be the man behind me. When the green light comes on, you could just tap me, all right?
Green light will be next to you, sir.
Just do it. That's an order.
Why does he need him to tap his leg?
Bring it up and down. When ground, you'll hit the butt. Business end will break. Lose your reserve. Need it. We're jumping low. Take your belly band and wrap it around you.
I would be like, can you say that again a little bit slower? I mean, is this CG? How do they even shoot a shot like that? I mean, maybe some of this is real footage, that part right there. How many paratroopers got injured even from, you know, just jumping off and landing, you know? Like, is it very common to break your leg or break a bone or something?
Come on. Sorry. Don't be sorry.
Way to help him out. Way to help him out.
Where'd you get that from, Hoogler?
Holy, bringing around drinks? Talk about a luxury under the circumstances.
I think I love Holland. Where'd you get these? That farmhouse over there, just sitting out in the open. Maybe they were expecting us.
Giving you a warm welcome.
I wonder if they hit anything.
By air support.
There's some kind of holdup ahead. We're going in through this field here.
Won't be able to shoot it straight with that thing on.
Really? Why does that affect the accuracy? But if it was an ambush, wouldn't they put that out anyways, you know? I'm just worried. I'm so worried they're just gonna get shot with machine guns out of nowhere. I mean, this is a million times better than people shooting at you. And it must feel good after everything you've been through to have people so excited when you arrive. Poor guys trying to keep order. They're like, eligible men who are saving us. Come right here, please.
Thank you.
What's up, Welshie?
I mean, if anybody deserves the celebrity treatment, it's these heroes. Get a room. I wonder if he'll ever see her again. Oh, is that her husband? Oh, he didn't appreciate that. He's gonna be like, you need a cool uniform. What the heck? Oh, are those Germans? German women and stuff? Oh, what? I mean, if she really betrayed her country, I understand why they are treating her like that. But I hope it's not like, you know, witch trials where they just grabbed a bunch of people.
What did they do?
They slept with the German.
Okay, so not Germans, but slept with the enemy.
Liberated are being shot.
And Kroikir is with the Dutch resistance.
I mean, but did they sleep with the Germans, or did the Germans kind of force them into prostitution? That's what I wonder.
Together we can push the remaining Germans out of Eindhoven.
Any idea where they might be?
Well, we're still working on that right now.
Pearce and his friends here, gathering information as we speak.
Start them young. Start them young.
They're kids.
It's a reliable report. Anything we can do to help you, we will do. Right on time. Captain, I'd be happy to show you the quickest route to the bridges.
It's like a full-on parade with tanks as the floats, you know?
I'd be happy to have your help. Get scouts to the edge of town in case we're here for the night.
Hey, Van Clinken, Webster. Sleeping outside is for suckers.
Did they have the choice to sleep inside and chose not to?
Sleep.
Careful.
Raus, schnell.
Niederlander!
I can say English.
A little bit.
What were you doing down there?
Looking for vampires. No.
Family has been in there ever since first plane flew over.
We're Americans, paratroopers.
The Germans are gone.
Think so. You see any, you let us know.
Are you here to stay?
Yeah, they don't tell us very much.
Or feed as much.
Please.
Oh, tell me he's gonna bring them some food.
You see that? I say screw Paris.
They don't talk about screwing, all right?
They all speak English. They all love us.
Hey.
Kom vrienden, het is goed.
Dang, poor little kid. How long has he been down there?
You never tasted chocolate.
Jeez.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
I really like that moment.
Vincent Van Gogh was born in Neuilly. Yeah, so what?
He's like, I don't care about your trivia. Is that one of the women who slept with the enemy?
Tell it.
What is he doing?
Lieutenant!
Careful, dude. Oh, what? Why was he out front, man? Jeez. Nice shot.
What should we do?
Keep down, stay still.
Oh, gosh. I don't think they can be saved. Oh, what happened? It stalled? Jammed, I mean?
What's he saying?
Get away.
Why?
Either means the drum gone or he wants.
Yeah, it's hard to interpret that.
Ramirez!
Watch out for snipers, dude. That's an enemy tank, right?
Tiger.
Warn him somehow.
Heffron, on me! Stay low. Got a can opener, babe? Man, I don't charge. We got a grab tank! On the left!
Okay, good. At least they're informed now.
I don't see him. Put a couple shells through that building, God!
Come on, take his word for it.
I'm telling you, he's right there! I believe you, but if I can't see the tiger, I can't bloody well shoot him. He's gonna see you real soon!
Yeah, I don't think that's smart, man. I really don't think that's smart. Dude, destruction of property, who gives a shit? If you guys get shot, I swear. It's like getting warned about a trap and going right towards the trap. There you see him. Oh, God. Come on.
Forward, Booty! Fall back!
Holy. Oh, get down, get down. Oh, come on. Somebody take out that tiger. Oh, it's still going. Holy, they're so close to him.
Ditch on the other side.
Oh, fuck. Throw a grenade up there. Dude, you better not get run over by your own tank. I mean, that's such a small target to hit. They're well covered.
MG-42, 10 o'clock.
I hope those things are accurate.
Fire!
Yes! Oh, perfect shot. That cannot be easy to do, right? That's where all the training comes in. Clutch. I mean, the tiger's just destroying them.
It's okay, he's still alive. Other side of that hedge.
Oh, dang, I thought he was gone.
Okay, ready.
Oh, here we go, come on. Good shot. Oh, jeez.
Pull it back, Allie! Pull it back!
We have to get him to the rear.
Way to save him, man.
They're about to outflank us. We got
Yeah, get out, retreat. You can't just stay put. Jeez. Oh. Dude, move back. You're gonna get killed.
Who's Randleman? I don't know, Sarge. Get out of here. Miller!
You're gone.
Come on. Heshy, let's go!
Dang. I mean, that's exactly what the guys are talking about at the beginning, like not getting attached to the replacements, because then they die.
Medic! Go, get a medic! Keep moving!
Oh, come on. Don't tell me.
Leave me here for the Germans.
No, 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 no. Take him. Take him.
Are you kidding me? I weigh more than both you two guys combined.
Oh, come on. Come on. Take him.
Come on.
Good for them, man. And how courageous is it for him to be like, just leave me. Just go save yourselves.
Come on, let's go, let's go.
I'm bullet 4 holes.
It's almost a miracle.
Lip.
Keep moving!
How bad?
I don't know yet.
Oh, what the? Holy.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Oh my gosh.
You all right? Yeah, quit looking.
Thank God for the helmet.
We got 4 dead.
I didn't realize they could stop a direct shot like that. It's like an introduction to war, man.
Where's the bull?
Was he hiding there? No way. I hope they don't find him. That's smart, though. Dude, get away from the opening. They might see you. Is it safe to go out yet? Dude, quiet. Who the heck are these people?
What?
Never fired a shot the whole time. Find anything out?
Oh, I did hear one thing. Lieutenant Brewer is gonna make it.
There's no way.
Back to England. They'll probably send him home.
Was that possible?
He did turn his head at the last second. Sergeant Randleman called out to him.
Dang, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I mean, they look friendly, but I would be so paranoid, man, under the circumstances. Talk about imminent danger. Maybe they can help hide him or something. That looks bad. He's like, I'll take some. I need a drink.
Just put... Fuck.
I mean, does this guy know at all what he's doing? Now stop the bleeding. Oh, shoot. Great. Just great. Okay, you need to get out of there. All three, you need to get out of there. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't leave that. Don't forget that. They're gonna find the bandage. They're gonna find the bandage. And he's so outnumbered, man. I kind of wish I could understand what they were saying, you know, just... Oh, this guy is gonna see it. What do you do? Do you make a run for it, or do you try to kill this guy quietly? Oh, come on! Maybe she can just go out and he won't look at her as a threat, perhaps. Go quick, go quick, go quick! Don't let him shoot his gun! Yes! I mean, it's kill or be killed at a certain point. Thank goodness for the cover of I think that was planes flying overhead, though, to like help cover up the sound, all the noise.
News on a bull yet? Then there ain't nobody fucking dead. Understand me?
I mean, that's definitely the rule in television, too.
By yourself, you're not. I'll go with you. Let me get some ammo.
I'll go.
Me too.
Dang, good for them. Good for them.
Hey.
Now they've earned his respect.
Go get him.
What the hell?
I kind of like his attitude.
Back up there.
I don't blame him either, honestly. Oh, look, he came, though. He still came.
Webster, us or them?
I think it's them.
Not us.
Was he trying to get them out of there? Yeah, I mean, he realizes that they're in such danger thanks to him, you know.
Bombing Eindhoven. Dig in for the night.
Waving so many orange flags at us tomorrow.
Yeah, the mood has changed. That couldn't have been easy to do, too. You know, it's one thing shooting someone, but fighting them up close, hand to hand, and stabbing them to death. Your Uber has arrived. Was it the car that just picked him up? They're gonna be like, we came to get you. And he's gotta be touched that these men came after him, you know?
Where the fuck you been?
Glad to see you, boys.
Thought we given up on you there, huh, boss?
Shut up, cop.
What?
We should go back now.
Whoa! Hey, Johnny. Get a little lost? Good to see you.
Me too.
That's gotta be one of the greatest feelings in the world, like seeing one of your friends come back that you thought was probably dead and find out he's alive.
Bastards, they wanted to go on a suicide run, they drag your ass back.
Say right.
I told them don't bother.
Never did like this company, none.
I mean, that's why this show is called Band of Brothers, right there.
He found you.
Wait, why did you say?
Oh, you don't hear he gave me.
I want to know who's more stupid, you or the hick.
Let's move out!
Short celebration.
Quake says that the Germans are concentrating their armor up near Vagel, maybe heading into some more tanks.
Well, as long as there's only old men and kids. I don't like retreating.
It's time for everything.
How are the other divisions faring up north?
We're gonna have to find another way into Germany.
That is huge casualties. That is a lot on a failed operation. All right, so that's episode 4 of Band of Brothers. Another really, really good episode. This is a very intense episode, especially the sequences following Bull Randleman, right? Just him alone in the barn, you know, with the father and daughter who are like helping him out, and him having to kill that German soldier hand to hand, like just very tense. And I'm assuming that all really happened, and that's a real account, you know, probably told by him. And I love how the men came after him after all that to rescue him. And I also appreciate how it wasn't, you know, it's not like they just immediately all volunteered, a group of them, you know, like the one guy was like, he did not want to do it. And they realized like how risky and how scary that is. But just that moment towards the end of the episode with kind of that reunion when he finally made it back. And especially since we lived through that episode where, of course, they had to retreat, and we see how many people die, and we see what he had to go through, you know, kind of hiding out and fighting to survive himself. But that little moment of relief and reunion with him and his men, knowing that they came after him willingly to save his life. I mean, like I said, it's the reason why you see the Band of Brothers. That is true brotherhood. That is, you know, that is a fellowship that runs deep and runs strong. And it's admirable and very hopeful to see, despite the tragedy and the death surrounding them. There's something uniquely frustrating, and I'm sure this is something that anyone who's served can relate to, but if I'm understanding correctly, Operation Market Garden was, the British were in charge of that, and it was a failed operation, but it was their plan. They were under British command. But that's got to be frustrating as one of the men on the ground when the higher-ups do this risky operation and you lose friends and comrades and you see the death and you're in those front lines in their failure, that some higher-up, especially not even an American higher-up, a British higher-up, I mean, no shade to the British, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not even your own superior officer coming up with a plan, and then you get to see the death and devastation and the failure. You get to live it. And then it's like, oh, shoot, well, we messed up, you know? And that's just a part of warfare. I don't, you know, there's no perfection in strategy, but I would imagine that being involved in something like that would be particularly frustrating. I mean, me watching it, I'm like, dang, you know, like that really sucks. And just once again, the filmmaking of the battle sequence was very, very good. I mean, the whole with the tanks, that it really feels like 99% of everything, all the explosions, the fighting, it feels so accurate and like you're there. I would imagine that almost everything is practical in the camera. And then despite, you know, like there's a nice balance in the fighting sequences too, where I understand for the most part what's going on, like what I need to know. It's not like shaky cam in other movies that I've seen where, you know, at a certain point I'm like, okay, I can't even follow what's happening really. And yes, I feel the experience of the chaos, but I don't, you know, I'm just visually, it's too difficult to follow. I think that this episode did a really good job of it, and even the previous episodes, of a balance with the shaky cam, where it puts you in that kind of experience of the chaos and confusion of the war, but not to a point where I'm not following kind of those major beats. And then as the episode title was named, and, you know, I'm kind of working my way backwards, but I liked seeing the replacements come in and how, you know, there is some tension, obviously, with them coming in. Like, it just reminds me like freshmen in high school, the new, you know, green soldiers coming in, and then how very quickly, like their first experience with real combat, real death, I think that matures them as soldiers very quickly. And then you see, of course, that not everyone makes it. You know, James McAvoy was killed. And, you know, obviously he's a big actor now, but that was kind of a surprise for me. You know, I'm sure he wasn't as big back then. It's probably one of his earlier roles, but I like how they show that as well, because that's obviously reality, you know, and just seeing the stats of how many soldiers from Easy Company and the Airborne Division were killed in this failed operation. It's brutal. But that's part of war, right? I mean, you try to do operations that are going to succeed, and I'm sure the higher ups are doing the best they can, but it's rough. It's rough when there's casualties and you don't even succeed. You don't accomplish something. It was a mistake, and not made by you necessarily, but made by the higher ups. Very, very well made episode, very intense. Like I mentioned in the beginning, if you want to watch the full reactions or future reactions, that's up on Patreon. If not, I'll be doing another episode next week. Thank you to everyone for watching along, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.